Apple Watch Series 8, it is worth to spend more than 500 euros or dollars, whatever, on a watch that's pretty much the same one as the Series 7. But is it really? Let's find that out in this video. But before that, let's roll the intro. Hey, what's up? It's always me, Johnny, and welcome to my new video. So today we're gonna talk about the newest Apple Watch Series 8. And it is still worth to buy right now, especially if you compare to the Series 7 or maybe if you want to upgrade and go for the Ultra. So this is the Series 8 and it's pretty much very similar as Series 7. It does have pretty much any sensor that the Series 7 has and a little bit more improved battery. Right here I have the 45mm version. It is midnight black and it's pretty much very dark blue, so it feels like it is black pretty much. This is the only GPS version. I didn't need the cellular version, so if you are like me, just buy the GPS version. I think it's pretty much good enough for 99% of people. As I was saying, same sensors as the Series 7, but in the Series 8 we got two new sensors. One, it is for the crash detection, the same one that we have also in the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max that we have right here. And not only that, but we have two temperature sensors. One on the surface of the smartwatch and the other one on your wrist. So it doesn't really measure your temperature, but it does measure your temperature that can be variable in time, especially in the night. It is more specific for tracking cycle for the ladies. So at the moment, I personally don't need this sensor, but maybe in a time it could be very useful, maybe with some software updates. We have also some new features in the software because we have the new low power mode, and if you activate that feature it will do almost 2 days in a row. It just deactivates always on screen, the GPS all the time, all the sensor, except if you are working out. So if you are working out, the GPS, the heart rate sensor, ECG and all of that sensors will be on in any case. And talking about always on, as I said, the screen is very good. It can be very visible also in the direct sunlight. You don't have pretty much any problem at all. And again, talking about the always on display, I can say that the battery is pretty good on this watch. I mean, for the standards, it is pretty much in line because I have this watch always with always on active and it can last me every time 24 hours for sure. That's like pretty much the minimum hours that it can last to me, this watch, except if I use it maybe with GPS like all the day. So it can last maybe 12 hours to 15 hours. And in fact, talking about the battery, the first time that I've tried this watch was when I was traveling to Paris. And you can see that I woke up very early and that I just returned to the Airbnb that we got to late night. And also I did sleep with my watch. So I did recharge it the day after in the morning, like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and the watch was pretty much ready. The watch sensors and also the always on display are pretty much all on. I did not turn off anything on this watch. I have those settings right now, and the watch just lasts me for an entire day, even if I was traveling. So you just have to consider like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half on the airplane. The watch was in airplane mode, except that the watch was pretty much used all the time because I use it for Apple Pay to pay like Uber and all of that stuff, to use it also as a navigation tool. So I use the GPS a lot, and the heart rate sensor was pretty much always on. And so I think overall it is a very good result in my opinion. Also, I did use this watch pretty much every day since then. I was for a week in Paris and my routine was like charging the watch in the morning, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes maximum, and the watch was to 100%. So it was pretty much ready for another day. And also I forgot to mention that the charging time is improved compared to the last version. And in fact, as I said, it can take a very small amount of time to just charge up this watch to 100%, especially, and this is my experience, if the watch is not below the 20% mark. Also, a few weeks ago, I've used for an entire week on the snow because I went skiing, and also I just tested the crash detection sensor because yes, I fell off just sometimes from the ski. It worked pretty good because they weren't like serious crash, so it didn't detect those crashes, and so it didn't call any emergency number without any permission. So in conclusion, I have to say that if you have an iPhone, the Apple Watch, I think it's a must-have accessory. Of course, if you cannot buy the Series 8, the Series 7, I think it's gonna be okay to pretty much 99% of people. The watch, it is very, very helpful with notification to control your music while you're listening music on your Apple devices like iPhone or maybe MacBook. Also, one thing that I'm using really every day, it is to unlock your devices, because I have my MacBook right here, and so I use it pretty much any day to unlock my MacBook, and it's a very, very useful feature. Also, it comes handy with some other feature like ECG, of course, and it's pretty accurate. It does have the sensor when you're washing your hands, so I have that on just for fun to see how many times I wash my hands, for example. And also it warns you if you are like in a loud environment, and so it does says if you keep staying in that environment, it can be dangerous for your ear. I use it, of course, to track my sleeping, because it's always useful to know how you sleep and how much you sleep. If you are into those things, you know what I'm talking about. And I use it really every time, because also I use it as an alarm. It is really, really handy to have the alarm on the Apple Watch. It wakes you up in a different way, and it is a better way than your iPhone or maybe other alarms. It can also be very helpful to get things done, because you can check very fast your reminder, your schedule appointment, and all of that stuff. And also is a really cool piece of design, because I mean, you can see the care on the details, and also it is very customizable in the watch faces and especially in the wrist straps. There are really a lot of stuff to customize your Apple Watch. So my personal opinion is this watch is pretty much a must, as I said. And also, if you don't want to buy the Series 8, just see if you can buy the Series 7 maybe, if it is a good price. Or maybe if you want to go and spend all your money, you can get also the Ultra version. And why did I buy the Series 8? I mean, I didn't buy because it was a gift. So thank you to my girlfriend, as always, for this gift. She made a very wise choice, and that is pretty much why I got this Series 8 right here. Anyway, that was pretty much it. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was somewhat useful. If it did, just leave a like down below. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, really just hit the subscribe button down below, because it will help very much this channel to grow. And also, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.